Jan 22nd, 2021. Now we are heading for the bib collection for the Sahyadri Classic race, which is in Vai, Mahabaleshwar. So I have just reached in the bib collection point, which is at Hotel Sanai. Over here, as you can see, Nashik cyclists also have came all the way from Nasik. We have few guys from Pune over here.
देव बाप्पा तू आलास? केव्हापासून आम्ही तुझी वाट पाहतोय. ये बाप्पा ये, या भक्तांना दर्शन द्यायला ये.
Look, who we met over here. Hi, your name?
Toshesh.
Toshesh. Toshesh, where do you came from?
I'm from Delhi. I live in Delhi, but now I live on the road. I started a few months back. Been on the road. I visited Gujarat, Bombay, and I'm heading down after this race south. And
So you came all the way riding till the starting point.
Yeah. It's on the road and then off the road for a little while and then back on the road.
That's really great. I just hope you have a very good race tonight for the race that is up tomorrow.
Thank you.
Inshallah. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye. I was fortunate enough to meet Sairi at the bib collection point. She represents Maharashtra for mountain biking, and in fact she is a record holder for being the first duo to complete cycling from east to west and to do Kashmir to Kanyakumari as well. It is always a good idea to be ready with all the essential things which are needed for a ride. In this photograph I tried to document all of the things that I was carrying, from apparels to the mechanical support and even to the nutrition. All year round Mahabaleshwar has very cool climate, and knowing myself, and especially in the month of January, I took no risk and I kept a winter kit along with me. So in the photograph what you can see is me being ready with the winter kit. Also at the same time I ensured that I have all the mechanical tools available for which I could fix if any breakdown happens. Nutrition also I carried along.
Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All the best, Puro.
Riders keep left. All the best. Keep left. Keep left. All the best. All the best, guys. All the best. Yes. All the best. Thank you. All the best.
After the flag off, we started with the first ghat, which was Pasarni. It was so dark that I was not able to record anything, and since it being a race, I did not record anything for you all. On my left is a strong yet very humble national cyclist Devendra Kumar. नाशिक सायकलिस्ट तुमचा मित्र हिमांशू खूप भारी रायडर आहे. याच्यासोबत मी फर्स्ट क्लाइंब केलं आणि मस्त लवकर पोहोचलो. आता आम्ही परत स्टार्ट करू. So now we will start the descent of Tapola Ghat, and then again we will come over here, again go down, again come up, and then we end all the way at by crossing the Amneli Ghat. The champ Shiven and Devi have just reached. Shiven and Devi. At the checkpoints we have these devices which I am assuming do note in the rider's time automatically. Here they are noting it down manually as well. We have the hydration at each and every break point, and so do we have something to eat. Maintaining pace with the champs who represent our India, our beautiful country India. In the next 10 or 15 kilometers we'll start to ascend the ghat which we are descending right now.
साधारण 40-45 स्पीडनी
Up ahead on the road now you'll see a marking to go slow That is because there's this bad patch of the road during Tapula descent. So if one is at a greater speed, they risk getting a puncture. So the footage which you are seeing right now is during the second descent of Tapula Ghat. The first descent was not recorded. The second descent was along with the national champions of India. So as you can see, the descents went very well at a very higher speeds. It was roughly around 55 to 60 kilometers per hour. It was great experience descending with the top players in cycling. To make this event much more safer, the descent timings were not calculated for any of the competitor. As you can see, I was trying to keep up with the national players. It was all because, to be really honest, they are really strong cyclists. They have tremendous experience in the game, and only during descents was when I was able to be around them. Tapula Ghat was one of the most enjoyable ghats in the entire race to descend, since the roads were very good as well. In the entire ghat, there was just 2 patches of the road which was not very good. Else, apart from that, it was very scenic, and the descents as well as the ascent was steady, gradual, and in fact very good. In the coming few seconds, now we will slow down as we were approaching the second patch of the road which I just told you, and you can see on the road right now. So this was the final patch of the Tapula Ghat, where the road conditions were not so good. Else, apart from this, the road was all super good. Just enjoy the scenery on your right side, just coming up right now. So since this was the second loop and I was doing the champs, I did not slow down this time, but rest assured, before this loop I did the descent at a very comfortable pace whilst enjoying the beautiful nature. Grateful to have the support of my family and this wonderful footage which I am able to share with you all. This footage will always be close to my heart and will always have me relive the moment each and every time I see this footage. In the next 5 or 10 minutes, I will be starting the third climb, which is Tapula for the second time, and then after that we have the mighty Ambinelli climb. So from the morning, everyone was telling that it is a very steep climb. So it was only till this moment in time I took the first 2 climbs very conservatively, as I too was bit worried as how the third and the fourth climb would be. But since I descended with the champs, I was very confident that the third and fourth climb will go very well. In fact, I did a personal record on the third climb. It just goes on to show as to how having strong training partners can have you give your best even after being fatigued. At the same time, nutrition plays a very important role. So before every climb or even during the climb, I ensured that I was consuming energy gels, energy bars, and constantly hydrating myself. It was all because of the efforts which I took that I did not feel that my energy did crash at any moment in time. I was feeling full of energy. It was just a matter of few minutes that they already catched up with me, even after me starting well before, like 3 or 4 minutes before them. That's how strong they are. So now you'll see me coming, dancing on the pedals left and right. Before registering for any event or even joining a ride, you must ensure that you are well prepared for the ride. During this third loop, I was getting cramps left and right on my thighs, on my hamstrings. The third climb is about to end, and up ahead you can see the volunteer letting me know that the climb has finished, and now starts the neutral point. Upon reaching at the hub, I met Shirin. By that time, she had finished her 2 Ghats challenge. Next year, hope to see 4 Ghats challenge for women. And here she was explaining me as to how I should pace myself for the Amneli Ghat and how the terrain was. Also, thank you very much for the energy gel, Shirin. It definitely helped me a lot during the last climb. So we have reached to the base of Amneli Ghat. It is just me and a friend of mine who has reached over here. The main thing about this event is not about finishing first or second, but the timing, the leaderboard, it is counted on the basis of the total of all the 4 ghats. So descents are not calculated. It does not matter if you finish first or even if you finish last. It is just that the timing of the ghats is what is calculated. A very super interesting concept and highly competitive. Now we are approaching the last 2 kilometer mark for the race to end, and in the next coming second we see the 2 kilometer mark, and you can see the sudden excitement from my side as I knew that the race is about to get over. I was just pushing myself even after the fact that I was getting lots of cramps. I was just very excited that finally that the race is about to end, and with each and every passing car I was just pushing myself for the race to finish it. From my facial expressions you can definitely make out that I was definitely pushing myself for the race to end very soon. With the finish point in sight, I wanted to do a final sprint to end the competition on a happier note, but I was getting so many cramps left and right, hence I did not do the final sprint. Over here, the reason why I am sitting all the way on the floor is because I got a massive cramp in my calf and in my hamstrings and hips. So here I am with Devendra Kumar. He was the first one to cross the line, whereas I was the second. It was at the last 5 kilometer mark when he overtook me. After the race ended, we headed straight to the physiotherapist. We were very lucky to have a physiotherapist on board for the event. Nearly 90% of the cramping immediately stopped after visiting him. Body felt very relaxed.
Oh, sir, it was just absolutely flying.
Yeah.
Absolutely flying. It was insane. I had no idea.
In the last 5 kilometers, the guy wearing a India jersey, he catched up with me, and so I crossed the line second. And after like 1 minute or so, the third guy came in.
Photo by
With the event being finished yesterday, now we are heading back home. I must say that the event was very well organized, and the volunteers at each and every point for us to be assisted, be it with the hydration or with the food supplies. This year I finished the challenge well under the time limit, and I must say next year I would be back. As we say in Decathlon RCT, we make it happen, and next year for sure I'll make it happen. See you for the next edition of the Sahyadri Classic. Bye. Now we head back to home. See you. Bye. These are the final race times. You can see me on the 12th spot. The total time that I took was 5 hours 26 minutes and 44 seconds. It was an amazing race, and next year I hope to improve on my timings and be in the top 8 at the very minimum.